Happy freaking New Year. Goodbye, 2023. Hello to 2024. You may or may not have noticed that the past 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, 1 to 3 weeks, I have not released an episode. And you know what? That is the first time I consciously, knowingly did not put out an episode. There was one time when I just totally not forgot, but my weeks and days got messed up because we were traveling, and then I thought I actually did do one and I didn't. Anyways, this is the first time that I knowingly just did not put out an episode. I did not even do a re-release because lately I've been doing a re-release of previous episodes, and I didn't even do that. And the truth is I just needed a little break from this. Number one. Number two, I have been putting 110% into my online coaching business and my in-person training clients. And with that, it comes a lot more time that I'm taking and dedicating to that and planning and getting ready for some things that are coming up this month and in February. And so the podcast has just taken a back seat. And let's not beat around the bush here. I am going to be taking a short break from releasing episodes. But the good news is that there is 100+ episodes for you to go back and listen to, whether you have listened to all of them or not. You can go back and listen to them and enjoy, hopefully, those. And what I'm going to be doing, what my plan is to launch this podcast, maybe just do a new mini launch or relaunch of the podcast at some point. And I'm going to be, again, I feel like I keep saying that I'm in a planning process, but I'm going to plan out what this is going to look like in 2024, or at least the first 6 months, because with how much I'm dedicating more to my in-person clients and my online clients, and even more doing more social media marketing and social media content and just prioritizing that, I am really needing to step back from something. And that something that I'm choosing is podcasting, because if you have never done a podcast, if you don't know, it consumes and takes up a lot of time. And whether that's the recording and the editing, which I'm very particular about it, and I do not outsource anything when it comes to my podcast, I do everything. And so it does take a lot of time, sometimes a couple of days. A lot of the times it's just been me recording on Monday and editing and putting it out there. And that's an all day thing. And I need that time for, again, my business and my clients and preparing for what's to come. So when I relaunch this, it probably will be a podcast where I release an episode every other week. It might be once a month. I don't really know exactly, but I'm going to just take a little break from this and put in some time to get creative again and to jot down ideas, to find new guests. And by the way, if you're listening and you have a story to tell, you've grown in some way, you have a learning lesson, you have gained some strength through a certain struggle, you maybe have someone in mind, definitely reach out to me and let me know either on social media. You can message me or you can email me, and I'll put that all in the show notes. But that way you can just let me know if you want to be on the show as a guest. I'm always looking for guests. And so, yeah, that's my plan. And I'm also probably going to be doing more trainings in my Facebook group, and that will likely also be once a month, maybe a couple times a month. So I want to invite you to that as well. That is my Food Freedom and Muscle Building Solutions Facebook group. So if you want to join, it is a free group, and there's a lot going on in there every day. And like I said, I'm going to be putting out some live trainings in there and just planning more for that as well. I've kind of been reflecting on this and thinking, how does this make me feel? Do I feel like it's a good decision? Is it a hell yes decision? Is it am I scared? Am I sad? What's going through my mind? And the truth is that this is a hell yes decision for me. No question about it. It is something that I need. I know there's podcasts out there that they do seasons and they take breaks. And I am so fucking proud of myself because I've been doing this for, let's see, I think June will be year 4 because I started in 2020 and I've been going until, so June of 2024 will make that 4 years. So I put out an episode every single Tuesday for almost 4 years. And I have learned a lot doing this episode. I've met some freaking amazing people through doing this podcast. And I'm just so proud of myself. And I want to give a big shout out and thank you to you, the listener, you listening right now. Maybe this is your first time listening. Maybe and likely you've been listening to other episodes for a while. And just a huge thank you to you because it doesn't matter what the stats are for me, but it is cool to see the stats increase over time and that I have more downloads and more listeners. And that means that I'm doing something right or I'm benefiting someone in some way. And that's what always kept me going. It's kind of just like this hobby and this thing that I've always wanted to do. And then finally I did it and I've been doing it. I've been consistent with it. Super hella proud of myself. And this isn't, it's not a goodbye. It's a see you later because I will be coming back with this podcast and with new episodes, hopefully new creativity, new ideas, new topics, new guests. And so I'm excited for what's to come, but I'm ready for this break. And I hope that this can be kind of a little lesson for you as well. Like, is there anything in your life that you need to step away from? Not completely, not entirely, but maybe just for a little bit. Maybe you need that creative break. Maybe you just need a break, like in general. Maybe it's a burnout. Maybe you just need to step away. Maybe you have other things coming onto your plate and something needs to get off of your plate in order for you to prioritize those new things. And that's okay. So I'm not sad. I'm excited. I'm also it's kind of a relief too, right? Like it's like me taking this break and prioritizing other things. And I'm like, it kind of got to be a point where I was dreading creating an episode, recording an episode and editing and the time it was taking. Like I was dreading it because I wasn't enjoying it as much and because of just all the other shit that like I had to do, but like I couldn't do it on Mondays because that was my podcasting day. I know that this is the right thing for me to do as of right now. And if you do want more content similar to what I put out here on the podcast, then definitely, if you're not already, check out my Instagram. Mostly I'm on Facebook too, but Instagram, Facebook, and I have been putting out more content there to help you when it comes to specifically fitness, nutrition, anything health related. And especially if you are looking to kind of get away from that diet culture mentality, the all or nothing mentality, restricting, like a new approach, new year, new approach, then check out my social medias. And if it's something, if you find that you resonate with some things, then I welcome you to connect with me on there. I'm not 100% sure how long of a break this is going to be. Hopefully not too long. I mean, a month, if that, 2 months. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I do want to just let you know that on this month, in a couple weeks, I'm going to be putting out, I haven't even said this on any of my social medias yet or put it out there yet, but I'm going to be hosting a free masterclass webinar, workshop, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be all online, talking about how you can make your 2024 with your health and fitness, how you can boost metabolism, which I don't necessarily like saying boost metabolism because it's not going to be one of those ones where we're going to talk about like do this to lose fat loss and like it's not super restrictive. And if you know me, if you've been listening, you know that I'm not about that, but I am going to help you with ways that you can improve your health and action tips that you can take away, like starting right then and there, what you can do to help you move in the direction of your goals, especially if your goal is fat loss. And that's okay. And if your goal is health, like no matter what, whatever your goal is, I'm going to be giving you some things that you can use and take away and implement into your life and into your health and fitness journey, and boosting your mindset. Because with all of this, mindset is very important to not just get started, but also continue with any goal that you have, and having expectations for yourself when it comes to like striving and going for a new goal. This is for you if you have lost weight before or lost body fat before, but it always comes back. Maybe you always feel like you're starting over, you're needing to start over every year or every week or every month. This is for you if you've been working out more and more and more and eating less and less and less, but nothing has changed. Or maybe you've actually gained weight and maybe you've hit a plateau, you're just not seeing the results that you want. This is for you if you have ever tried cutting back on carbs or other foods and sweets and your favorite foods, cold turkey, in order to reach your goals, to lose body fat, to lose weight. And this is definitely for you if you are either all in or not at all. You hold that all or nothing mentality. You feel out of control when it comes to food. You always feel like you need to be on a cleanse or a restrictive program in order to have control of food and in order to reach your goals. I'm going to teach you how you can simply boost your metabolism without doing loads of cardio, without restricting certain foods or having food rules, and so that you can gain more muscle, you can gain more freedom to eating the foods that you like, and helping you to change your mind, to change your body easier, and so that it lasts for forever, for the rest of your life. And I know that I am not the only person doing something like this, right? Like, it's the new year, you're going to be seeing this shit all over the place. You're going to be seeing challenges and programs being launched and group programs being launched and free months and giveaways and all of the things. But I just want to encourage you to make sure that you do things maybe a little bit differently this year. If you keep starting over and over and you go back to that same quote diet that you've done because it worked in the past, well, did it work? Because you're in that same spot now where you're feeling like and trying to go back to that diet. Was it sustainable? And I want to remind you that, like I said, I'm not going to be the only one doing this. They're going to be all over the place on social media, especially, and marketing to you, and supplement companies and diet companies using your insecurities to help them make money. And my goal with this masterclass, this webinar, is to have it be something that you can put in your toolbox, something that's totally different, things that you've never been told, things that you have never heard and that have never been told to you, because the diet industry has lied to you and they make you feel like the problem, but you're not the problem. Diet culture is a problem. Okay, so you are not the problem. I'm going to teach you a way of doing things that you've maybe never heard of before, but is like the missing piece that I see in pretty much everyone lately that I talk to. It's kind of like a secret ingredient and a missing piece when it comes to being healthier and getting stronger, building muscle, losing body fat. And by the end of that, you are going to receive a free assessment for a customized approach on how you can implement this in your 2024 and beyond. After you complete this assessment, we are going to hop on a call and basically game plan. I'm going to strategize with you based off this assessment and the results that you had. I'm going to give you actionable tips and things that you can do, that you can implement in the new year. So that's going to be very tailored to you as an individual. And lastly, I want to empower you throughout this masterclass that I'm going to be putting on, because a lot of the fitness industry and in their marketing is always solely to make you feel like shit about your body and about the size of your body, when actually our bodies are freaking incredible. Anyone that makes you feel bad about it, you should cut from your life and not surround yourself with that. I want to encourage you to see health and see fitness and see nutrition in a whole different light, in a whole different approach in this 2024. And maybe you will realize that in this masterclass. Maybe you will 6 months from now, maybe a year from now, who knows? But I just want to encourage a different way of viewing your health and fitness. So this is going to be on January either 15th or 22nd. It is a Monday. It'll be in the evening time. TBA on the date, but just keep checking out my social medias if you would like to be in the know of that. I'm also going to link a Google form in the show notes. So if you are interested and you want to sign up, go there. You'll just have to fill out like name and email, and that's it, and you'll be in. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out as well. And then I got something fun planned for the month of February, which hopefully I will be having an episode out at that point. Maybe in the beginning of the month. Every month I'll do that. I'll put out an episode. Who knows? Anyways, that is all that I have for today. And again, to conclude this episode and this season, these past 3 to 4 years of this podcast before this mini break that I'm about to take, again, I just want to say thank you so much for you choosing my podcast as one of the things that you listen to in your daily life, whether it is health and fitness related, maybe it's for your own personal growth, maybe for your mindset and having a shift in perspective on different things, whatever it is for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I love you. I truly mean that. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, week, weekend. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Flow with the Grow. I'll see you next week for your daily dose of positivity and growth.